So guys, welcome back to another module in the Quantum Leap Ecom Agency program. Now, just obviously this is the start, or unofficially is the start of the service delivery week. But just before we actually get into the actual service delivery side, I just wanted to share Facebook access. Okay, for those of you, obviously I know there's probably quite a few of you in this program who also do, Google Ads advertising or email or whatever it is. For those of you who do Facebook advertising, like that's the service you're offering, this module is going to be really, really helpful for you, because in this module, I'm going to walk you through how to get the access to everything you need. Okay, so client ad account. When running ads for your clients, you never, ever run anything through your personal ad account or put their ad spend through your own card, etc. Okay, so this is why, actually, don't worry, I'll get onto that. Second thing, you always want to run ads through the client's ad account, and the spend gets charged directly from the client's card that's on file on the ad account. Okay, so nothing's in your name, it's all through the client's end. Hence the reason being why we always need access, because we're getting access to their stuff. And so this is why when we charge, when we charge a client, it's always our service fee and ad spend on top, because we get paid our service fee, like we physically get paid the service fee, and the ad spend comes directly from their card that is on file within Facebook, as I said. So when you charge a client $3,000, that $3,000 is your money. Like you send them an invoice for $3,000. And then ad spends on top of that. So let's say they do 3,000 service fee, and they say for easy numbers they do 2,000 ad spend. You don't actually get paid $5,000, right? You get paid, even though they're spending $5,000 a month with you, 3,000 of that is what you get paid. So you invoice them for 3,000, and then the other 2,000 ad spend, and again, these are just arbitrary numbers, that 2,000 ad spend comes directly from their credit card or their card that's on file within Facebook. So getting the access. Okay, when it comes to physically getting the access we need from the client, you need to guide them through exactly how to give you the access, plus what you need access to. Okay, so this should all be done within the onboarding process. And so given that, here is the exact video within my personal onboarding process that my own clients go through in order for them to assign my agency the assets that we need. Okay, here's the actual physical video that I give all my clients go through in order to assign myself and my agency, Bax Consulting, and my team and whatnot, the access we need. So without further ado, here is that exact video.
So real quick, I just want to show you exactly how to integrate your business and Facebook Ads Manager into Bax Consulting so that we can get started straight away. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to business.facebook.com, and at that point just log in. Now if you don't have an account already, obviously just create one. Mostly, you guys will probably have a Facebook page or something along those lines. So you should actually have a business manager as well. So now once you're in the business manager, I've just used an account that I helped a friend set up a few months ago. So this is just an example account. Now for pages, if you already have a page, then just go ahead and add a page. Now, as I said, most of you guys will already have a page set up, so you can just add that here. The next thing is add accounts. I'm guessing you already have an ad account, so this isn't an issue. But if you do need to create a new account, you can just create one as such. So that's the process of actually creating an account and making sure that you have your Facebook page set up. And another thing as well is your Instagram account. So just set up your Instagram account and add your Instagram account here. Once again, just type in your username and your password and then just add it. Now this is where we come in. What you have to do is, and by the way guys, to get this, you go to business settings. To get where we're at the moment, just go into business settings. So once you're in, go to partners, go add, and then just copy and paste this number, okay? I'm gonna leave this number right below the video, so just copy and paste that. And what that'll actually do is connect Bax Consulting to all of your stuff. So on your pages, it needs to be the page admin. Then you go to add account and then click add account admin. So with that, we can run your ads and everything like that. Now, one thing to note, guys, is that I'm coming into your ecosystem, which means that, for whatever reason, after the 90 days or half a year or 2 years, you decide to leave Bax Consulting, we don't actually hold your data or your pixel data or your audience or anything like that. So literally you get to run off with all of that information, all of that data, all of the ads already on there. So we're actually coming in and we're getting access to your account. We're not actually holding the access ourselves. So everything remains yours. You own everything. So that's just a little side note to mention. Now, the next thing is your pixel. We really need a pixel. We need the information about your pixel as well. So if you don't already have a pixel set up, we can discuss that on our onboarding call. Now, once again, most of you guys will already have a pixel set up. Usually most clients do. But if you happen to not have one at the moment, then just send me an email and I will give you some instructions as to how to, set up your pixel, how to install it on your website, your funnel, or whatever it may be. Now, the next thing is your Instagram account. We will need access to Instagram as well. So once you have saved those changes, then you'll come to a page that basically looks like this. And it's saying is that Bax Consulting will act as an agency for your business. Bax Consulting can run ads on your behalf, and Bax Consulting creates or manages audiences for your business. So if you just apply all of those, that would be great. And then just hit next and I accept. And then it will bring you to a page like this, and then that will be it, all done. I'll have access to everything I need, and we will now be partners on Facebook. Now, as I said, the account is still yours. You own everything. You own all of the pixel data. You own all of the audience sets. You own everything. Basically, all we're doing is just we're getting access to that account that you own, and we're just becoming a partner of that. So if you can do this as soon as you can, right before you get into the next step, that'll really, really speed up the process. So thanks for listening, and we will see you in the next onboarding step.
So guys, just copy me. Like literally guys, just copy me, because that's exactly what you just watched there is exactly how the client assigns your agency and the assets you need in order to run paid traffic on their behalf. Just obviously don't use that exact video. You need to re-record the video and add in your own business manager ID. Okay, so as I kind of referred to in the video, I said my business manager ID is below the video. So just re-record it. Obviously, don't use that exact video, but you know exactly what you need to do. So just re-record that video and copy the exact same thing that I said in it and whatnot. Just like I say, re-record it, use your own ID, and if you want, put your own spin on it or whatever. But yeah, you can see exactly how exactly what I give all my clients in order for them to assign, like I say, my agency and my team and whatnot, the assets that we need. Okay, so business manager ID, as I say here, you need to re-record the video and you need to add in your own business manager ID. So in order to find your business manager ID, you need to go into business, the business manager settings. Over on the left-hand side, you see that strip of all those tabs. At the very bottom left there, you can see I'm on business info. I've underlined it, business info. And then you come into another page. The page is actually a lot more filled out, but you can't see that because I've actually added over a white square there. So it looks like there's nothing there, but there actually is a lot of information there. So you'll come into another page, and as you see at the top there, it says business manager info, and it says Bax Consulting, and then it literally says business manager ID, and it's got a number. That's your ID. So that's the ID that you need to give to your client, and they input that. And then that's it. They then have assigned you the assets that you need from that point. So there's one last thing, okay, that's something that you need to do on your end. So once the client has followed your onboarding video that discusses how to assign you and your agency access, there is one more step that you need to do in order do on your end to solidify the setup of the client within the business manager. Okay, so here's exactly what you need to do. Okay, so once the client has assigned you access to everything, and they've basically followed that video that I just inputted there. Once they've done that, at that point you can then come into your ads manager. You want to come into the business settings as well. You want to come over onto the left hand side here where it says business asset groups. You want to go create new asset group. Okay, you've got a few options here. You want to go agency, confirm, business asset group name. This is just where you want to put the client's name. So, I always refer back to this example, but if you're working with Nike, a dream client, in here, you just put Nike, okay? Well, if you're actually working with Nike, you just do Nike, okay? Because that's the business name. of the client. Okay, so then you want to go next, as I just did, and then in here, and by the way guys, this account that I've just created here, this is like something I set up, I think it was like 3-4 years ago now. So yeah, like this just isn't anything, but yeah, this is just an account, as I said, set up around 3-4 years ago. So want to come into here, you see on the left hand side here, you've got a bunch of tabs. So you want to go pages. And then over here, because they've assigned you everything, you'll see their information and whatnot pop up here. So pages, you want to select the page. You want to go into ad accounts, and you can see on here, I've not got any ad accounts. I've not shared anything with this account. But the same thing, you want to come to ad accounts, and it will look like this. You just select it, okay? Ad accounts, select. You want to make sure that you turn on like admin for everything. Pixel, same thing, just select their Pixel. Instagram account, select the Instagram account, then just go next. And so it's at this point, so you want to select the people on the left. So like if you have your team members, you want to select whoever you want. And then over here, you want to make sure that you select for everything. Obviously, I'm only going to have page and Instagram account, because that's all I had, you know what I mean? Like that's all I had access to. But when you do your ad account, you do the pixel as well as the page and Instagram account, you wanna go select admin on everything. You just wanna select everything. You wanna make sure everything's turned on basically. So I've only got page, but also you'll have this same options for when you have the ad account as well. You just wanna go manage page, manage ad account, manage pixel, everything like that. Go create, and then just go done. And then that's it. So you can see, so let's just say you come into the business settings, business manager settings. You want to go business asset groups, and then here you'll be able to see all of the clients that you have. Okay, there'll be just like a tab like this, so you can click on all of the clients. Click on it, you can see who's associated. So if it's just you, then it will just be your name. If you've added your people in terms of your team members, then you'll see them here. If you've already created a client and you want to then go ahead and add your team member to it, you can just go add people here. And then over on the left hand side, you'll see all the people that you have in your kind of ecosystem, your team members. Just click, select, and go the same thing, manage everything. And then if the client assigns you something else, maybe the first time around they didn't do the page correctly, so they re-add the page, then you can come up here and go add asset and follow the same thing, add the new things in, okay? That's basically it. That's all you need to do on your end. And then from that point onwards, you can come up to here, go into the ads manager, and then from there you'll see all of the the client's ads manager, etc., etc. And really guys, that's all you need to do when it comes to actually taking your client through everything and making sure that they assign you assets, to assign you and your agency the access and give you the assets that you need. Okay, that's all you need to do. What they need to do on their end is the video I showed you just before. Again, that's my exact video that I send all clients, and then what you need to do on your end is exactly what we've just gone through there. Guys, as I say, that's all you need to do, okay? And then from that point onwards, you have access to everything. You can then go ahead, execute on everything that you have sold them on. So yeah, I just wanted to record that quick module just to show you kind of exactly what you need to do, so you know everything, once you actually get a client on board and whatnot, you know exactly what to do. Because I know sometimes people don't talk about like the logistical things, like how do you actually get the access or whatever. So now you guys know. But guys, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this module, and now let's dive straight into the actual service delivery week.